Superman punch in the pin. And I think would have been lung blower by Cross. I think Cross has had enough of this. What goes up must come down. The time for the high cross and the 1, 2, 3. Huge backbreaker into the cover. And that audio just decided to go a little stupid there, folks. Sorry. Oh, there's MCG getting in the way. Getting in the face of Jackson. Zodiac taking the advantage to get back in the ring, which... Oh, stunner! Stunner in the cover. What's the leg? And Jackson gets the victory. Here comes the tag in. Oh, no double team. Superman punch in the pin. And I think would have been lung blower by Cross. I think Cross has had enough of this. What goes up must come down. The time for the high cross and the 1, 2, 3. Huge backbreaker into the cover. And that audio just decided to go a little stupid there, folks. Sorry. Oh, there's MCG getting in the way. Getting in the face of Jackson. Zodiac taking the advantage to get back in the ring, which... Oh, stunner! Stunner in the cover. What's the leg? And Jackson gets the victory. Here comes the tag in. Oh, no double team. Superman punch in the pin. And I think would have been lung blower by Cross. I think Cross has had enough of this. What goes up must come down. The time for the high cross and the 1, 2, 3. Huge backbreaker into the cover. Mike the Ref Maloney, Big Bad Boris on the call here tonight. It is
Super Keith.
Super Kick!
Let go! Let go!
Third!
Let go!
Super Kick Party! Yeah, pay the money for that. Yes! This life is going great! Let's go!
She's healthy.
Let's go!
Is she healthy?
Yeah!
Apparently she's back.
Hey, yo, 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 and away we go. And my God, I got to start scrambling to try to get things fixed here. Good to see you here, Styles. Already talking about the 10-man tag. Due to issue on TV, give me one sec, chat. Due to TV, tennis running long on TV. They've decided that they're going to start it on tell us. They're going to start the show over on TSN Plus, so that means I got to get everything logged into my TSN and all that great stuff. And All this fun stuff. But how are y'all doing today? Hope everybody's going well. Hope everybody's doing good. We got a hell of a fun night coming up here.
You left
The hell?
your house.
Zodiac, mighty
and
fine at
walked
49,
into
which is
mine.
probably the way which is a rating 2K26. We'll talk about that during BPW tonight, but yeah, there's been some decisions made about what happened last Saturday. We'll talk about it more during the once the show goes. Long story short, make sure you're here Saturday night. But yeah, just waiting for Dynamite to start here. And of course, it's not letting us do this, right? For 5 cents. But yeah, trying to see how this is going to work out properly here. Nope, they're still showing tennis. No, Styles, I'm in Canada. So we have a different TV provider here, so. It's rolling already. All right, I'm going to get this fired up as soon as I can. It's just. They had tennis run overtime. This is the same bullshit that we have to deal with all the time with all right, as long as this tennis guy ends up, this Dadanari can actually win the next point, it ain't gonna matter, because I'm gonna be able to get into this real quick here. But yeah, but no, I'm looking for, what are they starting off with tonight, guys? Because I'm assuming they're starting with the Open Challenge for the TNT title to start off tonight, or they're probably going to do that at the top of the second hour here. Oh, they're starting with the Crazy 10 man. Of course they are. Because then they'll have everybody. All right. It's done. We're good.
This program may contain coarse language and scenes of violence that could be disturbing to some viewers. Discretion is advised.
We just missed the opening promo. This is good. This is good. I'm getting MJF walking in right now, if that's where.
Don't worry, Max. You're gonna look great. Just not as good as me.
The ball jokes. I love it. So there might be a possibility I might be couple minutes behind you guys. Sorry, that's just the way it looks like the cookie's crumbling tonight. But yeah, they're literally starting out with the 10-man, and this is sort of what I expected. The seed of baldness? I'm not completely bald yet. I still have some back here. I'm actually trying to shave it off and finding a good way to do that, but now they get a second to breathe. It makes sense because you're going to have Taskeshita Darby main event tonight, right? So you want to have your world title match as your main event or your opening contest, one or the other. I would assume they're doing it as the main event because there's probably going to be an Okada run-in. Even though they said this match was changed because there was a personal reason he had to go back to Japan, which nobody's saying a word about, so... And that's one thing I like about AEW, honestly. When there's stuff going on, let's just say stuff usually doesn't get out if it is serious, right? To me, that's one of the big things, right? My 30-year-old's watching experience. Yeah, I saw the card. I look it up every week. Apparently, Asuka has a similar deal. Wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. And Asuka's been around for a very long time, so... And right now, it's very believable that you could say that she's done. And the best thing to do is not to speculate about everything, right? Just let it just... Whatever they have to deal with, and when they come back, we'll deal with it. But, yeah, as we're going along here, I love the fact that the Bucks just randomly get thrown into matches. What we should be doing is asking where is Swerve, right? Well, I like how they're trying to go a little bit of breaking fourth wall deal with that. Like, I'm really surprised if we don't see Bandito versus Swerve on Friday. The Supercard of Honor show coming up this Friday. Like, I'm assuming the main event is going to be the six-pack for the women's. The Survival of the Fittest match for the women's. Because Athena's within a hair of 1,250 days as champion. Well, I saw this match either starting or ending. But yeah. Here's the thing. They've already ended shows with Cope and Christian promoting the pay-per-view next weekend. So it makes sense that you don't need to end it on that note here. Like, I think tonight might be the last title defense of Darby before we get into the pay-per-view. Sorry, I got other streamers contacting me because they didn't figure it out how to do it. So as we're getting into this, the North American connection are on stop. Oh, Nats, you better keep your words soft and sweet because there's somebody else in the chat who just subbed earlier tonight that may make you eat them on Saturday. Not that I'm spoiling anything for the announcement coming up during BPW tonight, but I will give you credit. You did take out the Nadbot squad on last week brilliantly. Eliminated them for title contention against you guys for, well, basically everybody else has to run the gauntlet first before they get a title shot back, so. Love the E-Fed banter. Hey, you guys go nuts about it because I will say, all right, fuck it. I'm just going to spoil it right now. Next Saturday, we do have a tag title shot. Retro Balls versus the North American Connection. Ross in Ontario. Behind in the States, yeah, I can see it. Maybe by Saturday. And yes, the overall averages will be changed by Saturday. They're not being changed tonight because, well, frankly, I didn't get time to do it. MJF running into all the bald people's hilarious. I love it. Yeah, the thing about this, Styles, is we are going to be all on different time frames. And my time frame changes a little bit for the fact that I'm actually on the TSN app. So, your guys are, yeah, and we're going to, basically, I'm going to change everybody up to an 85. Between 80 and 85 is where everybody's going to be, so. You want to fight your tag partner for that? First of all, you get your tag title shot first. Because I'll tell you right now, the other match that's going on tonight, the other one that's currently scheduled for tonight has a lot to do with that wildcard title. Oh, you use a VPN for ESPN right now? Yeah. Or for HBO, I'm assuming for HBO Max too, right? But there is some exciting news. Oh, here we go. It just amazes me how, for as many years as he's been on here, how long Matt and Nick just go. He would support. We will defend the title every week against each other, fighting champ. Gotta love the high five. Well, I don't even think you need a VPN for HBO Max if you're in the States, right? You're just there anyway, right? I wouldn't recommend trying to go through Canada for it. What I would actually recommend if you want to do anything, have your VPN set to one of the Europe countries like Britain, and you could get it through my AEW, which that was the big news for me this week. I actually get to order my pay-per-view through the AEW app now that it's on a Roku, so I'll be buying it through the AEW site, so hopefully that'll work a little better. October. Good to see you here tonight. Good to see everybody here. Just piling in tonight. We're having a blast here, I think, at least. Well, Jesus.
You left your house and walked into mine.
Mick G. 50 freaking months. How you doing, bud? Hope you're doing well. Random sub emote unlocked. Attaboy. Thank you for the redemption there, and thank you for the resub. Snacks after midnight. You'll make the review that snack after midnight? Okay. Sorry, I aren't much back on night shift, and the Habs are still. Hey, you know what? I don't blame you one bit. Like, you know what? It's fine. I always appreciate the support, whether you're here or not. You can check out the VODs. We've been talking about your title that you currently own. Snacks, I hate that. I hate that 6-7 thing. As long as you don't bury it through the entire stream, it's fine. Just be careful. Definitely good at that. What? Thank you, Styles. I appreciate it. Just when you had as much experience as I had here. Mike has said that the Habs are all a Canada's team. Every Alberta's rooting for. There is surprisingly a lot of people in this province that are cheering for the Habs right now. I do find it funny that the biggest controversy in town, not involving politics, because that just turned into another ball of wax here that's showed up here, is the fact that Bruce Cassidy, the coach that was fired by the Vegas Golden Knights, apparently the Oilers wanted to talk and see if he wanted to come up to Edmonton, even though we do have a coach that's still employed. Vegas said, no, we're still paying him, so you're not allowed to talk to him yet. So basically being a dick, which is basically Vegas's MO since they entered the league. Like captain, like forward, like defenseman, like goalie, like coach, like front office. They just, if this coin thing would keep up, I would just keep going. It's all right. I'm just bugging you. I'm just bugging you, Snacks. It goes back to a Fortnite stream that we did here. And I actually teamed up with a buddy of ours here, Dodger. Dodger Baseball 123. He was teaming up with me in Fortnite, which also had a lot of news that dropped today about that. I want to see if I can get back into that, but he would keep dropping the 6-7 emote to the point where I was trying to shoot him as much as I can. Don't worry, McDavid will be a Habs soon. I kind of kid, maybe. Well, if you guys didn't hear, Austin Matthews of the said Toronto Maple Laughs was actually found in Edmonton. Was found in Edmonton at the Cactus Club with Connor McDavid one evening here last week. So, what's that one that I'm looking for here? There you go. It's what you see throughout Toronto right now. Just that sound just resonating throughout people here, but. Now, and Snacks, I'm sorry, I just, it was a little playful teasing. That's all right. Don't ever apologize. No, it is a Chris Benoit time. Benoit has been, was always my favorite wrestler, even though I understand what he did, but in terms of in-ring, he was always my favorite wrestler. So don't ever apologize. I actually met the guy throughout the late 90s. So yeah, it's funny. All four are waiting for the hot tag. You're just trying to see who's going to get it, right? Matthews won't be returned to Toronto, side of that GMC. You never know. Oh, God. Cope gets the hot tag. Let's go. Cope's just saying to hell with this. Let's go. I love this. I know what I forgot to do before we started. There we go. I'll fix that up later. Can you imagine? Like, this is an ultimate dream team right here. If you're looking for an 8-man tag, Cope, Christian, and the Bucks as teammates. Like, this is a match that you would never expect to see anywhere. And I wonder, I seriously do wonder. And I know we're not supposed to talk too much about what's going on. Like, I try not to speculate on people's contracts and whatnot, like the ones that are on 90 days. But I think of it this way. Cope's Tights match, the Bug Bucks. Yeah. I guarantee you that was Cope's idea. But I wonder if the whole talk of FTR... Oh, Bailey Dub, that's like... We're allowed to speculate on that, by the way. If you guys want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, once we get to 1,000, I do have a booking video 95% done with Bailey Dub and AEW. And you guys want to see a booking video? Well, that's the way we're going to do it here. So I am going to start diversifying the content over on the YouTube change a little bit. And that's what I was slowly getting myself to. You know, it takes a little bit of circling around and going through it all here. But it's funny, the SRS report about the New Day at AEW, usually when they talk, there's always somebody that is against a certain somebody coming over to a new promotion. I have yet to see anybody say a bad thing. What the hell is Christian doing? Christian taking a page out of Roddy Strong. That was hilarious. This isn't good. Dax is walking in half dead. That was the ugliest shatter machine I think I've ever seen. They say Tony's a nice guy. Well, he is. I think we're going to see a lot of wrestlers rethinking WWE's the golden ladder. Absolutely. This is probably going to be the most wide open era that we're going to be involved in when it comes to wrestling in a very long time, over the next 2-3 years. Because remember, 2027 is when a lot of those secondary contracts are going. Like, basically the way they went, the original contracts that a lot of people signed in 2019 when AEW was formed was for 5 years. And that was a lot of people getting signed away, like WWE signing for people that are looking to get away or getting them locked up. The second contract that they're going to get was for 3 years, which now makes it up to 27. This could help TNA more than others if they're smart about it. They're not smart. Let's not even fucking kid ourselves. TNA is... Respectfully, they're the ultimate experts in falling forward. as Cope absolutely destroys Clark Connors. So as long as AEW doesn't get absurd late as WCW did towards the end. To me, I think it makes a lot, like, we are going to get a bigger brand split than what we did before soon. And there is also some stuff coming up saying that certain contracts are up too. They have WWE backing them up now. They're going to back them up until they get the opportunity to buy the library from them. That's pretty much all they're looking for. Nobody's going to convince me otherwise. Yeah, Christian did take a shot. That's why his face is the way it is. I don't think he'll be wrestling next week, as they set up for that I Quit match. Yeah, I think it was inadvertent. I also think it was probably reckless. It was probably the dogs, too, with all due respect. The hell? Oh, they're playing wall ball. Poor Wheeler. And Wheeler's like, fuck off. All right. I'm actually I'm a real fan of this setup here. These are absolutely fantastic promos. Just can't agree with the fact Moxley tried to end and kill. Now they're going pair up. I don't think it's a pair up. That's the thing, Nats. And once this promo's done, I'll go into a bit of an explanation about that, because it actually does make a little bit of sense. I'm not gonna. I understand where you're coming from. Damn it, Wheeler. If you're going to snap his head, snap his head. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, let me back it up here for you. Botched interview. You know what? I'll just give it the red shot just for the hell of it. Damn it, Wheeler's going to be a shirt. I think we should make it a shirt. I think we actually just make it an emote. But here's the thing, and this is something about Moxley. It sort of carries on the storyline of Moxley all the way through. Even when he had the world title, while we didn't believe it, his mantra has always been the same. He wanted to make AEW better. When he started taking on the Continental Championship and having this open challenge every single show, he wanted to make the product better. He wanted challengers to step up. He wanted to show people off. He wanted to let them get going. What he's doing now, all the stuff about Moxley tried to kill Ospreay, it's more the feeling that Ospreay was not doing any good for himself, and Moxley sees that Ospreay is the guy that he wants to get to that level. Like, I honestly feel Mox wants Ospreay to be that guy for the Owen, to win the Owen, to win the championship. Now, in order for him to do that, he had to be put down to a point where he needed to reevaluate what is important in life. And unfortunately, snapping his neck was the thing to do it. It was piled up injuries, and it's like they were saying before, the injuries were happening before the whole thing happened with the 10-man cage match at Forbidden Door. He was going to go for surgery regardless. It's just a great way to write that off. And now when Ospreay comes back, he's thinking about revenge. Moxley's thinking about, okay, this kid is open and he wants me to... This kid's able to go, and this guy's actually trying to figure out what direction he needs to go, but hopefully he's able to listen after that first match. It's funny you mentioned that. It just hit me that if this is Mox tried along in the career well, and it's just Mox teaching him how to stop doing crazy shit, redo his... Absolutely. And that's one thing that in a couple of interviews, Ospreay did actually mention that he was working on the top rope. Like, and some of his top rope moves he's not going to be able to do anymore, like the twisting... I forget what that move is called. The twisting spin that he does in the air. He's just not going to be able to do it anymore. Because in order for him to get the proper rotation, he does need to bend his neck to get the sufficient rotations in on it. And he just isn't able to do that anymore, so he's not doing it. Kenny absolutely did the same thing. And you want to talk about transformations in a career that can make things a big positive? There's one guy that ultimately, a lot of people forget that one of the most influential wrestlers of all time actually had a completely different wrestling style before and after. And that's Stone Cold Steve Austin. People that don't know, like, the Ringmaster wasn't just a gimmick for him. He was a very technical wrestler up to the point where Owen hit him with that pile driver. Up to that point, he was a very technical wrestler that would break things down. And then after that, he had to change his style because his body just wouldn't work the same way. So you're probably looking at somebody who modified his style and just, it worked for him. I do think that Ospreay's going to be able to do it as well. Stone Cold Hogan's. Hogan pretty much, he was told to do that style. There's a little bit of a difference there. Like, if you watch Hogan work New Japan, he was actually a very decent technical worker. It's no different with the Big Show. Flair have to change his style as well. The Giant, that was under the same category because he was able to go to the top rope and work just as well. However, everybody told him he's a big guy. He should be working on the ground. Taker, pretty close. Oh. So Andrade's actually in this match. Hold on. Oh, shit. Okay, here we go. Oh, no worries. That's what we're here for. We're here to chat. We're here to talk. We're here to break things down. We're here to talk about different scenarios. And I like when you guys bring different things in. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. And, you know, nobody ever should expect themselves to be perfect. Just let's talk. Let's get things out. Let's discuss as we go along. So Kevin Knight's getting it already the ring match for the team. Oh, Speedball's getting the already in the ring match. Okay. It's pro wrestling, yeah. And Styles, I thank you for the compliment about me working for AEW. I just somehow going to end with Speedball versus Kevin. I thought we were going to get that tonight, to be honest. I think you might get that at Double or Nothing. Just, they want to have that match set up there. Oh, he's got the Belacho gear on tonight. Cool. Is Bucks versus Kofi and Creed at all in a foregone conclusion? As much as having two people that aren't signed set up for a biggest match of the year, I would say so. Now, Chad, I have to ask you. This is why you're at already the rig, right? Yeah. So I saw Speedball was in TNA. Didn't know that. Yeah, absolutely. He was there. Wasn't for long. It's probably about a year. Unfortunately, Speedball was another one of those guys that got caught with the working in the States illegally without a visa. So therefore he got a 5-year ban from traveling to the States. That's why a lot of the great time he could have had, the prime of his career, he got shut out of where did Speedball break out at? Well, he's out of Montreal, actually. Watch it be Speedball kick him the back of the head, take a pin right now. Dustin Rhodes? He's probably not going to be back for a little bit. God damn it. I appreciate the spoiler. God damn it, I'm glad he's back. Let's go. Fucking rights. If you have not seen Brian Cage, all right, you know what? No. It's all right. I appreciate the excitement. But I am so freaking excited for this. And Zodiac was actually DMing me on Discord some of the videos that Cage has been showing off in terms of his physique. Like, he's actually bulked up from those videos. Get on normal time? Hey, in all fairness, stream delay will do that. I never feel bad about that, all right? You know what? It's good. We just laugh. Where you at? No, that's the thing, Styles. He's clean. Like, he's been doing... Apparently, he's been working on bodybuilding competitions while he's been waiting. So, you can steroid those. I do like the fact that Kevin Knight was actually trying to wiggle his way out of it as he's doing the barbell presses. That was actually a pretty cool thing right there. I do wonder, though, there's something else that just came up today, that there might be a possibility that we might be losing somebody from the AEW roster. As it's been reported that the contract of Big Cass, or Big Bill as he's now known, apparently is up at the end of the month. Hasn't been on TV for a while, so there might be a possibility that he may no longer be on the roster as of the end of the month. We'll see. There is an extra connection there because Lexi Nair is, of course, the wife. He's had a little bit of ROH, but he hasn't had it's been a few weeks, like a couple tapings since he's actually been on ROH, which I know it means here nor there because they do have off dates of taping and they do record some video during... oh, Jesus, that's a hell of a match. That Steve Stampede match is going to be insane. Yeah, that's going to be an insanity of a match. It's like, here's the thing. We're going to have to try and do some kind of bet about what kind of implements are going to be used during that match. Like, that's the insane part about the whole thing. Jesus! Knight tried to go for a dive and Cage just literally said nope. No way. F5 into the friggin' apron. Aren't they going to sell that he hit one of his finishers on Knight? Come on, Excalibur. I know you're better than that. Let's go. F5 onto the apron. That could be enough to finish it. No, that's Dave's Stampede match. Like, there's going to be a lot of things going on there that you haven't seen for a while, and Cage is showing a bit of rust. Well, let's put it this way. When you're built like a brick shithouse, you can afford to get away with a little bit of rust here once in a while, right? But in all honesty, it is great to see him back. Great to see these guys get a little bit more. And here's the interesting part. Right before he left, he was starting to have a little bit of that falling out with the Don Callis family. Because essentially Lance Archer was the guy that replaced Brian Cage in the family. So I believe it was a pec, actually. Oh, no. It was originally a knee. And then once he started healing up from the knee, he realized his pec was actually... He had an injury there. So he actually got a second surgery. That's why it became so long. So... It's one of those, well, if I'm already out, I might as well really be out kind of deals. Yeah, he showed the first surgery, and then he went on X and declared about the second surgery. So, just as he was about to come back, he actually... I'd have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure he had a second one. That's why it was as long as it has been, right? But it really does speak to the depth of this roster. Like, in most organizations, losing a Brian Cage would be a big blow to the company. But with AEW, he needed a pec reduction so he could scratch himself. Oh, that's evil, and I love every second of it. That is great. 14 months, yeah. Like, normally something like this, like a knee injury, probably around 12, and he bumped it up an extra couple months there.
This program may contain coarse language and scenes of violence that could be disturbing to some viewers.
And also, there was no real rush to bring him back because they really didn't have a spot for him. Could you imagine Darby taking on Brian Cage in a return? Jesus! I believe Knight over-rotated on that one. It was just supposed to be a neck breaker, and Knight ended up flat on his face. Flatliner. Time to kill the boy. That's what that symbol is. Oh, he's going for Drill Claw. The look on Knight when Cage came out was like, yeah, about that open challenge. Yeah, that was pretty much it. It's sort of like one of those... That's pretty much the sound that Knight wanted to do at that point. How you doing, Jay Quick? Good to see you here tonight. Oh, this has been, like, we're 45 minutes in, and it is absolutely amazing how great this show has been so far. Even with our favorite botched wrestler coming out, already in the ring. Oh, I love it. I love a good elevation drop kick. All right. Hold on to your butts, folks. Hold on to your butts. Jesus! You'd think I would have let him hit the power bomb just to freaking make a point on that. Damn. God damn, Cage is freakishly strong. And I mean freakishly strong. I want a tenth of Cage's strength. Yeah, Cage absolutely. Okay, Claudio's going to be pissed. Vintage Brian Cage, in the words of Michael Cole, a.k.a. Taz, here tonight. Well, Archer gets labeled here, and there's been no contact between Cage and Bailey, so there's no DQ here. Whoa! Need Ospreay to do that with Cage, so Rollins tries to fall in PLE. Even Rollins has been calming down on a lot of his stuff. All right, that was a tiny botch. Well, that's how you get it off anyway, right? I don't think anybody gives a shit about the botch. They just see the feat of strength after. They like, holy shit. Yeah, that... You can even see Cage mouth as the pinfall's going down. Thank you. What a fucking match to come back to. Sorry, pardon my French, but... Or pardon my language, I guess it is 2025, so, or 2026. Oh, Speedball's got a mic. I think I know where we're going with this. You know it's an indie promotion. You got to tap the mic to make sure it works, right? You use as much French as wise you're Canadian, home of the Habs. Oh. Speedball's got a serious look on his face. You are a future champion. I think this is the reason why they were wearing different gear tonight, right? Cage and Archer's take. That would be fun. This could be Marty and Sean if done right, yeah. No, I don't necessarily want it to be Marty Sean. They keep pushing the fact that he's going for the world title. So are we doing Speedball next week? I guess it'd be a cool match to have going into the pay-per-view, but... And actually, in terms of being safe, like that probably is the safest match for Darby just to get ready for the title match, right? All right, and we're going to get Ace Austin and Will Ospreay coming up after the break. And I think right after that, we will get the announcement of the Owen draw, because obviously Ospreay's going to be in it. I think this is probably the most obvious year to have Ospreay win the Owen. And it's not so much out of accomplishment. It could also be out of fear. Does Hangman return the Owen? Who knows? He might. Be cool to see him back. But also, if he needs time off to heal up or whatever, because Apparently he was working hurt for those last few months. Don't like these promos. Not that they're bad. They're just, hey, bro, I think you're good. Yeah, you too. You want my belt now, man. That's the thing that I honestly thought this was going to be setting up for a match at Double or Nothing between these two. However, hear me out. This might be a possibility that might be the case. With the fact that they're doing the same promo over and over again, that they want to go for the... And right at the end, before everybody thinks that Speedball's going to challenge Kevin Knight, he turns around and says he wants the world title. Then finally you get that one promo where it's like, no, man, I want your title. I'll get that one later. I want that one now. That's where the pop of this is going to be. And I don't think it's going to hit as well as TK probably thinks it will. But I could see this where this promo set is going, because this is about 3 or 4 times that they've done this now, where both guys are talking about they want this title's great, but I want the other title. In a microcosm of itself, it's sort of in an isolated area. I completely agree with you that these promos do not work. If they're going where I'm thinking they're going with it, is the payoff going to be worth the drama? That's for the eye of the beholder in that case. I don't know whether it be a good thing, a bad thing, or another thing. But I do believe that... I do believe there is an end game for this, but I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be here, so... That's just my honest opinion on what I think it's probably going to be, what's going to be going on there for that. So, Samoa Joe and Will Ospreay right off the bat. Fuck me. Swerve Strickland Bandito at Double or Nothing. Claudio and Brody, which means we could get a Brodito one-on-one. Mark Davis and Jack Perry. Wah, wah. I could see Ospreay and Davis. Well, we got 2 major main event matches just announced for Double or Nothing here. Joe and Ospreay, it's, yeah, like... It Swerve's back on TV so he can shut up real quick. All right, well, that's sweet and simple there. You notice Ospreay's coming out the heel entrance, or the heel, normally the heel comes out first, right? No pyro. I do like the Billy Goat logo. Oh God, that face on Ospreay. That is a look for that promo pic. That is a look. Like, how the with all due respect, don't get me wrong, it's going to be a banger match, 2 banger matches. You got Ospreay and Joe in one half of that draw, and Mark Davis and Jack Perry on the other half of it. No K-tape. Ospreay, hope your neck is right. Yeah. And this also plays into that story of Ospreay. Joe's been trying to get Ospreay to join the Ops as well, right? Like, he thinks Moxley's being like a false prophet to him. So this match is going to be a face-face. So I wonder what, like, we're getting the heel face coming up here. Joe and Ospreay. They should do an acknowledgement ceremony. You know what? It's a means to an end. As far as I'm concerned, AEW can do some goofy stuff sometimes. But when it comes to watching WWE product, I just want to see where the end result is, right? Who's the heel, Ospreay or Joe? Joe, easy. Because Joe's here, you're going to join us, or we're going to fuck you up. Like, the Ops are not good people. Let's get that straight right now. Bowens, Hook, Shibata, they've all been playing the heel role perfectly. Ospreay Swerve of the finals? That, to me, makes the most sense. But it also wouldn't hurt my feelings to have an Ospreay Brody King. Or even Claudio Swerve in the semifinals. I'd drool over that. Ospreay Claudio. Claudio's one of those guys that, as far as I'm concerned, like, Claudio Castagnoli is the Arn Anderson of AEW. As far as I'm concerned, he is the best wrestler that may not ever have a world championship. And I mean an AEW world championship. I understand he did carry the CMLL world title. However, I think there's levels to what he wants to accomplish. And what he's doing right now is absolutely fantastic for him. He gets to go out there, show off, and he's being shown off as a badass. The enforcer, literally. And that's what he's doing for there, right? Sleeper in the men's tournament, I'd have to go Brody. And I think he's got a decent draw with Claudio. I think that Natch, you go with Jack Perry? All right. I don't think he gets past Davis, to be honest. I also do think there's going to be interference that costs Perry the victory there. That Ospreay Davis rematch, after Davis literally stopped him, causing the whole joining the Death Riders for trading and such, that's just way too appetizing. Brody won't win it. He's already lost the championship match recently. Yeah, everybody loses their first title match. Oh, shit. Blake Christian? Okay. Could you imagine they switched the title like that? Now wake up Swerve? Paige enters chat.
Spot right here. He's going to go for that neck. He's Austin, and he's going to pull it back. That's the right thing to do here. Bridging back. Ace Austin wrenching up on that neck.
Yeah, this is probably the smartest move they could do.
In that training video earlier today, the extensive bridging on the crown of the head, Taz. That is a technique that most American wrestling schools, most American dojos do not employ. Right. But one that Moxley and the Death Riders know that it breeds.
No, tonight it's been an absolutely amazing show, and you guys have been an amazing group of people to hang out with here tonight.
Stuff back in the day, but that helped me working on bridging, using a Japanese
Like we're talking different theories. It'll be interesting what ROH does with Athena if she loses on Friday. Wait till we see the draw. Wait till we see the draw for the women's Owen. There very well could be a possibility that Athena is on that draw. Because let's face it, last year, no, she's just shy of 1250, I do believe. I don't think we're getting that high yet. Actually, I should be able to find out right now. Just give me 1 sec here, chat. But yeah, no, she hasn't passed Roman. She's getting there, but all right, come on, where are you? 1,250 days today. 1,250 days today, and Roman finished with 13-16. So they'd probably have to go till next January to cross that threshold, and I don't even think TK really cares if they do. If they could get to 1252 and Billy wins it, sorry about that, chat. Just want to make sure I mute that. Maybe we get to see, like, it's going to be interesting to see what goes on, because right now, like, it's funny because we were talking about this a little bit on Saturday, how they randomly set up a four-way for the women's title at Double or Nothing because they really didn't have anything solidly set up. Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, Hikaru Shida, and the champion Tekla at a four-way match. Probably won't care, not now at least, yeah. It wouldn't even surprise me if they do have like a wild card on the women's side. And frankly, some of the best wild cards that we've had, we could get an introduction into the company, right? Like if you have a women's quarterfinal at Double or Nothing involving a wild card, don't be shocked if Charlie's one of those people, the former Dakota Kai. Because I know they're going to pull the trigger. That it is too obvious that they're about ready to pull the trigger on that. She's faced so many AEW talents on the indies going forward. Like, TK's got to know us how well they're working together, right? It wouldn't make sense for that let Tekla lose there unless TK thinks she isn't working. But currently she's the best option without Tony. Absolutely. Like, I'll tell you right now, my pick without even seeing the draw is Willow. I think Willow loses the TBS title and ends up winning the AEW World title at All In. Unless they want to pull a shocker. See, he'll do the standing sky twister. But no, I'm with you, Zodiac. There is no way that Tekla should be losing the title next Sunday.
Yeah, his body control is incredible. And you know, Pac's got great body control as well.
Yes.
But no one really, to me, is on the level of Will Ospreay. What he can do in midair.
Ospreay attacking the left arm of Ace Austin. Repeated shots from Ospreay after the arm breaker over the shoulder. Austin intercepts the kick and answers the big elbow strike.
Those round kicks were working for Ospreay, but Ace shut it down.
Ospreay comes up. Kick drops Ace Austin.
And there's that body control once again in midair by the aerial assassin. And I think the fans want him to go over here. Can he do it? Can he get it done after that attack on the neck?
I like what Moxley said. And I wonder if it's actually going to reign true here. Missed. Kick of the Y button. I love how Ospreay's giving Austin a good look here. Like, he is allowing people to get... Like, let's face it. Like, this is the Jon Moxley situation right now. Anybody that faces Will Ospreay... Jesus.
Ospreay once again targeting that left arm. Great job by Ospreay there with that kick. That was excellent.
I wonder if he completely lied to everybody about this.
Ospreay perched on the top. Shot to the back of the head, drops Austin to his knees. Ospreay.
Is that going to be enough for the Oz cutter? Like, a lot of the times, the reason that he was doing the Styles Clash as a finisher is because he can't be doing the flippy dippy pippy yippee. Oh, shit. All right, well, we got 3 hours of wrestling next Wednesday again, followed by an hour of BPW Evolution. We keep getting preempted after 11 o'clock Eastern. Oh, wow. That was a beautiful counter. I don't think we're going to get anything on Saturday, though, that week. So we'll chat about what we're going to be doing with Madness and maybe some other ideas I have. What's he got planned? All right, Austin, I see you. Just a heads up, folks, we got an ad coming up in about 2 minutes here. If you're watching on Twitch. Yeah, no, you're... Nice little lunchbox pin there.
Austin intercepts the right-handed strike attempt from Ospreay, and now Austin got Ospreay set up.
Okay, that was an interesting flatliner. If Austin could do this to Ospreay, imagine what Samoa Joe's going to be able to do to him at Double or Nothing. I don't expect like a 12-star match out of those two regardless, but...
And to your point, Ospreay's tremendous counter striker. He can catch you. They could be baiting him in too. You know, that happens.
The only thing I'm worried about when it comes to the draw for the Owen for the women's,
Sending to the top, trying to
if any of the three people that are in the title match at Double or Nothing are on that draw, doesn't it sort of give away who's going to win it?
in the corner, able to free himself. Austin, shoulder to the midsection. And now Ace Austin comes
All right, well, that's another Y button if I ever seen one.
Right shoulder was uncovered, and that was, I think, the only thing that allowed Ace Austin a chance to kick out.
We are talking and looking at two top-flight athletes.
Willie's looking at this and he's like,
What a matchup.
it's time for us to start going home now, folks. Because, yeah, they still got the Owen announcement for the women. They got the women's tag, or the trios women tonight. And then,
Giant scream from Will Ospreay. Now, right hands being exchanged by Austin.
and then the main event.
Will Ospreay. Again, kicking that left arm of Austin. That arm has been battered up. Ace's arm. I've been talking about the neck of Ospreay, but that arm has really had a attack by Ospreay on it.
Here comes the Kawada kicks.
Rapid fire kicks to the face. Knife edge chop, but Austin. Back heel kick. Staggers Ospreay. Ospreay.
Jesus, straight out of the Chris Hero playbook there with that rolling elbow. Went for Starbreaker. Once again, another hit of the Y button. For those that are new here and asking what the hell is he talking about the Y button? If you play WWE 2K, the Y button is a reversal button. And there's the hidden blade. We're done. This is like that joke voice makes the easy feel. Well, thank you. Oh, look at the evilness here. So this is what Moxley's teaching him. Here's the difference. It's like a warm hug. Oh. Oh. Sorry, I don't have any mushy music for that. So Ospreay's simply saying right now, I'm going to rip your ass apart if I have to. But after the match, I'm going to treat you with respect. He's like, feels good, neck feels good, we're good. How you doing, Mr. Iceman? Where are you headed up to tonight? Oh, here we go. Let's start the mauling. So Hook's filming a movie, apparently. I haven't heard what movie this is. Hope it's not straight to video. Still in on terrible? Sorry about the disconnect, guys. First time we've had that in 3 weeks, so I do think I have a heads up about what's going on with it. I wonder if he's realizing that.
Unfortunately, you've made your choice, Double or Nothing, I make you suffer the consequences.
All right.
But I leave you in peace tonight. I have my date with destiny. So be well, Will. But unfortunately, my friends here, they still feel kind of slighted. And I don't put leashes on my friends.
So Shibata and Bowens are. Oh, here come the Death Riders and.
Then striding towards the ring, and Osprey's in a lot of trouble. He just went for a hell of a match with Ace Austin and Shibata.
And of course. So are they sending Wheeler and. Pac leading the way. That means something. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But either way. I'd still like to know what that key's for that Marina's wearing. The briefcase has been gone a long time already. Marina's getting to the ring? With all due respect, we don't have... Like, this is all they need for this match. We don't need anything else for this for Double or Nothing. This is one of the many advantages that AEW has. That literally all you have to say is you got that graphic in the bottom left-hand corner. You don't need to say anything else. And Moxley's like, kid, we got your back. Just don't do anything stupid.
Gentlemen, you have a huge opportunity ahead of you tonight in our main event against Darby Allin for the AEW World Championship, which means you could be heading in to Double.
Very smart there. Does anyone call her mistress? Oh, wait, this is a PG-13 show?
3 years, in fact, back when you wrestled and I beat you. But since then, I've watched you evolve. I watched you develop, and I think you've truly become one of the best professional wrestlers in the world. I firmly believe tonight you're going to beat Darby Allin for the world title. You're going to go to Double or Nothing. You're going to beat Okada. And I can't think of a better idea than MJF versus Konosuke Takeshita Part 2 for the world title. How's that sound, pal? Absolutely. That was a nice pep talk you gave him. Oh, I didn't mean a word of it, Don. I'm having a full-blown panic attack. Listen, this kid needs to win, okay? I can't turn into some disgusting, bald freak. No offense, you look great. Look.
I think Takeshita probably said, you're going bald, jackass.
Where I have to put my hair on, okay? So, things get hairy. I'd like you to utilize this. I think I know just what to do with this. My fifth favorite.
Ooh.
And Renee
Andrade doesn't have to say a word.
Castillo will bring the world title back to the Don Callis.
I heard Yaro was the... I don't know Japanese.
Dios mío. ¿En serio? Yo no entiendo de hablar, no sabes inglés. No. Next time, it needs to be my turn. Listen. Wait a minute.
Callis is like, yeah, no, I'm fucked right now. I am truly fucked. Because this guy, you could even see the turn happening at Double or Nothing. Like, it's weird that Andrade's getting put into that match with the Stadium Stampede and all. It just seems odd to me. That's all that we have that coming up. Because it's almost like the one piece that doesn't really... You like to have them in there, but... Hey, I got a little bit of hair. It's not much. I'm trying to get rid of it, actually, but... What would you rather have? Gray or bald? As far as I'm concerned, I see gray hairs all the time, so I'm just trying to go straight bald and say to hell with it. A beard? I had a... Actually, it's funny. In high school, I actually had like a porn star mustache, like the old cheesy 80s, right down here. I think I got a photo of it somewhere, but I was wearing you need a pic? I'll have to go through and try and find it, but it's funny because my grade 11 photo? And Zodiac, you'll love this. It was, it's the mustache, and also I'm wearing a Florida Panthers shirt. Like the old school, they're around for their second year. I just love the logo, so... But yeah, just... things you do when you're young. Because, yeah, actually starting around grade 7, I started having, like, the widow's peak. It just kept going from there, so. But, yeah, just having everything. The Panthers hockey's team. I'll give you that. 1 year taking a break is fine, right? Like, I think we all can agree with that. The fact that if by some chance the where was I going with this? It's either the Panthers, the Lightning, or we do need to take a year off. Hell's about to freeze over and such and all that great stuff. So yeah, they should be coming up with the women's draw for the Owen now. Here we go. Persephone and Hazuki. Okay, so they're going there. Willow and Alex Windsor. Okay. So Athena is in this, right? So Sari is back from injury. I think this is perfectly set up for Willow to win it personally, but... Which was Bazilla. We gotta wait. She's still injured. Probably gonna be out for a year. Willow, 2-time champ for the Owen? I think so. Well, the only other one is Athena, right? Briscoe's back. He's done being a parent. Reunification. All right, that's not even fooling around. You know what Mark Briscoe reminds me of? And I'll get back to your comment here in a second, Zodiac. It sounds like Mark Briscoe is literally taking one breath for his entire promo and just not letting anything else out. Athena hasn't been built up enough on AEW to have her getting a shot. Yeah, I could see that. I could believe that. If it was last year, it'd be a different story. But this year, like, it's one of those we forgot about you, now come back kind of deals. I honestly feel she loses the title on Friday. And for those asking, no, I'm not able to do a live watch along of the ROH card. Fortunately, I got to work Friday night. So I will be watching it. I just now, if one of the ladies gets injured and takes their place, yeah, well, I almost wonder if they're going to do a double casino gauntlet coming up at Double or Nothing. It would make sense. Now, if Athena shows up and takes the TNT title or TBS title as a bill for the final, yeah, I totally get that. Now, Sheeta, it's funny because all three of these ladies could be heels or faces depending on how you look at how they're doing things. Willow and Windsor at Double or Nothing, that is going to be a fun match. Like I said, I do think Willow wins that. It'd be cool to see Windsor pull an upset here, but it's almost like knowing the bracket about half an hour, like for about half an hour now, or sorry, what the hell am I talking about? 5 minutes. Seeing the bracket now, I'm thinking Persephone versus Willow, Athena versus Sari. That would be my prediction for the semifinals. And even if you got a Sari Willow final, it still would be a hell of a lot of fun. Personally, I'd love to see if they could do that Sky Blue Sari match on Double or Nothing. Just because the pay-per-view crowd probably would give Sari a little bit more of a pop than the average Dynamite / Collision. Well, at least they're not doing the 3 turnbuckle spot. At least a little different. Problem is, if Windsor beats Will, then what? Windsor already lost. Is primarily a tag wrestler at the moment. I think if you... if you end up getting Windsor to win, I think that's a way you get Persephone to make a name for herself in this tournament, right? For me, that's the way I would go. Yeah, Persephone versus Suzuki and the Owens going to be absolutely. I do love the fact that they're getting this international flavor into the women's tournament. By the way, thank you for being here, Japanese Women's Wrestling Movement. And the fact that Serene is taking on Sky Blue as well, so that should be a hell of a bonus as well. So and everybody, normally they're patting the back of the wrestler after doing a successful move. Nobody even dares touch Tekla. As you see what she does to promoters. Sad thing is, it makes me realize how poorly built the women's division built at the moment. Yeah. And I can hear that as well because, well, did we get any sense of why we have this title match the way that we do? There's nothing new to it. Like, there's no story development for it. It's just, the only story development we have in it is the Statlander and Tekla piece there. There is a little bit with Statlander and Shida. Ideally, things shouldn't be this obvious. And that might be the way that you could pull a trigger on somebody that maybe we don't expect. Like, let's put it out there. There might be a possibility that Suri wins this whole thing. TK was really high on her. Same with Osprey. I don't like the overall build of the draws because it does look very... It looks very simple for who's going to win. But at least they're trying to develop some people that actually feel like they deserve to be in those slots. Like right now, if you had to ask me, there's like two people that sort of, it almost feels like they're buys in some way here. Like Sky Blue is always a opportunity for a loss. Taking on Suri, it almost feels like that would have been the why is it Lashley the Open? Well, he's in yeah, that makes a lot of sense too. But could you imagine an Osprey Lashley final? And it's also, where are we going with the booking on this? Because I almost feel that there might be something happening between the Bucks and the Bucks and the Hurt Syndicate during that Stadium Stampede match.
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite live on TBS and HBO Max.
It almost feels like it's perfect to have a turn that way, right? Oh, that's gonna suck. Two tarantulas and then a drop kick to both of them? That's actually pretty cool right there. Even Tekla just missed it there. Oh, that's one way to fix it. Don't worry about your flippy flips and just get that straight boot out. What is Sheeta doing? Like, is she's teasing a heel turn? Julia eating a knee here.
Dominant ones. She definitely is. Shivani, you're right. Excellent, excellent striker is Sheeta.
Sheeta the suplex and then the legs of Julia Hawkins to the midsection of the Toxic Spider.
All right, she learned that from Statlander.
Nothing. Here comes Sheeta will join Chris Statlander, Jamie Hayter to challenge Tekla, and it could be a victory here. No. Tekla able to kick out. Of course, as we head into this summer of action here in AEW,
Tekla go for a clothesline, and she just going for a fist.
Hydro on Wednesday, August 26th. Advanced tickets available right now. Use code AEW TV. Scan the QR code on the bottom of your screen to join us as our return to Glasgow, the final stop before All in London at Wembley Stadium. Today's evasion.
All right, so they're going to. Okay, so yeah, we're probably going to get a 3-hour one that week before Double or Nothing.
Clear tonight, but she will be set, we understand, with a pay-per-view in that big matchup.
A minor injury for Statlander preventing her from traveling tonight, but still she will be ready for Double or Nothing coming up 1 week from Sunday.
I love the fact that they actually do the 3 tags like they're supposed to.
Thrust kicks. Sheeta got rocked by that, leaving the door open for Tekla. Tekla. This is typically the prelude for the big swing. Lands flush, cover many. Two in the hole. Darby.
You'd think two people that have been a tag team for as long as they have, you don't stand right over the person if you want to do a block.
Managed to block it too, but they couldn't keep it.
I love that. It's like, tag me, you stupid son of a.
Shots to the back of the head. Now she's holding the rope for Jamie Hayter. Russian leg swing.
All right, I like that tag move right there.
Short lariat.
Winter's a hard hitter. Tell you what, the TBS Channing Willen needs to be watching this.
Oh, of course, Tekla wasn't going to hit with a finisher. Are you kidding me? Julia's going to get a win out of this? Nope. Sky, if Sky gets a win here, that's going to be 2 now.
It's a great move by Sky Blue to get in there. And now look at this, Excalibur.
Nope. Oh, never mind. Jesus. All right, well. Sorry, Sky. Oh my God, we got a DQ at AEW. Who didn't fucking ring the bell? Peanut Buster parfaits from DQ for everybody. Well, rookie ref got blasted in the face. And Sheeta's just piecing out. So, random group number 628 shows up for this. I think the biggest thing it shows that I think the most important person to come out there was actually Mina, just to let everybody know that you can't trust Hikaru. Somebody forgot to ring the fucking bell. Come on. It's not that hard. I can hit it right here. There's a coin. There's a bell. There's another bell. There's another bell. Hell, let me give it a gong. Oh, we got a, instead of a Roosh match, we're getting a Roosh promo. They are really trying to set up Roosh for something. Can I be blunt? I would love to see Roosh be the guy to beat Moxley. If you want to strap a rocket to somebody, that's how you could do it with him. Have him beat Moxley for that Continental Championship, and just let him run with it. Because the TNT title, it flips around real easy, but Moxley does not give up that Continental Championship that often. So he doesn't take L's. He doesn't take L's that often either. So, but as we're getting into our final commercial break before the main event, we give you a little bit of a rundown of what's going to be going on the channel here. And I guess I didn't get a chance to show you this off the start of the show. This is coming up after AEW Dynamite tonight will be BPW Evolution. We're going to have a four-way dance between Fatboy Brian, Rick Jules, Andre C. and Jupiter Rising. And McGee, you might want to double check and take a look at that match because that might have some implications on you coming up in the future. Not saying, just saying. And our main event tonight will be a 2 out of 3 falls matchup between Hoju and Walker Pipe Guy for the Backbreaker Pro Wrestling World Championship. Our first defense in season 2. Well, hell, our first defense period going on here. So make sure you stick around exclusively over on Twitch for that. Tomorrow I will be back with MLB The Show, Road to the Show. Probably going to finish up season 2 tomorrow. There's nothing. The only thing that could be stopping in our way is a huge windstorm that's coming through town. So as long as my internet still works, we'll be here for that. No stream Friday. Saturday we'll be here with AEW Collision, followed by BPW Madness featuring a tag title defense of the North American Connection with Ross and Ontario taking on the Retro Balls, McGee and Zodiac, as we are wrapping up our season 1 standouts, getting the championship matches that they deserved. Yes, I'm trying to say that with a straight face as much as humanly possible. The rest of the weekend we'll play by ear here. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all depends on work, folks. It is a long weekend up here, so I should have a little bit of extra time to hang out with all of you. But once again, just follow me on socials. That'd be the best way to do it. And the next Wednesday, we will be back for the 3-hour spectacular that is AEW Dynamite and Collision pre-pay-per-view. And just a reminder, we will be here for We Are the Champs. All our perspectives are lies. We are just ready to adjust.
Bruh.
That's pretty much what I'm going to say there. And we are back for the commercial break. Just a reminder, everybody, if you are watching on YouTube, please hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. At 1,000 subs, we are going to be showing off my How the Ref Would Book Bailey Dub and AEW. And if you're watching on Twitch, make sure you hit the follow button if you haven't already. But whether you're lurking, chatting, or just looking for a great time, I hope you're enjoying your time here, and thank you for being here. I love Callis just trying to show things off. Oh, I'm pointing.
Got the better of Darby Allin. Let's head to ringside. Renee Paquette will report.
It is no mistake that Don Callis chose the Alpha to be your man with all of the pressure on your shoulders tonight. It was in 2024 that you know Takeshita defeated Darby Allin. Don Callis has never been more confident heading into a match. Says Takeshita,
You notice they're completely no-selling the Okada thing?
2024 Darby Allin is not leaving Asheville as our champion.
You notice they're completely no-selling Okada.
En route to Takeshita claiming
They haven't even showed off the graphic for the Okada Takeshita match.
1 week from Sunday when he faces Okada, but will he be doing so as the AEW World Champion?
All right, I see you, Darby. You notice that they've made this slight little adjustment to the entrance? I hope, if you guys didn't get a chance to watch it live, you got to watch a replay of the Fairway to Hell show. Really cool setup. I did get a bit of a laugh, the fact that they weren't allowed to go on the green. Like, I don't know how Darby's not dead. Consistently dead through these shows. Special rejuvenation training? What the hell is that? And Darby's not even fooling around. Let's go. We're actually getting ads for shows during the main event. All right, you know what? I can live with a little bit of that. Let's just not go overboard with it. An hour and 10 minutes? Considering it's all a Dynamite and Collision, that's actually pretty impressive. I really wonder how this is going to go. Do we get Speedball Bailey next Wednesday? Jesus. Darby's like, yeah, no, just throw me in that corner. I want to die. I want to die. First time I've seen the graphic come up. Oh my God, he pulled the Brian Cage. I believe that's the best way to... Oh God. Darby's bleeding already. Bleeding from the mouth. wonder if Callis will even actually give it back. I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up in a pawn shop with it. I have to say, this is one hell of a championship. Oh, God. Yeah, Darby's dead already. Yeah, I know all about Bruce kidneys. Thank God I'm getting over him finally. Oh my God, try to go for a Northern Light suplex on the stairs. Oh, there's the first mistake of the night. Darby almost clipped the back of his head on the stairs there. God, did he get lucky. And shout out to the Toronto Tempo for getting their first victory in the WNBA ever. Darby has surprised me for sure. I just wish they didn't continue to telegraph the results of every match by hyping the match after, before the match. It's a problem when you have to book ahead, right? Here's the thing. If you're going to do something like that, you have to... What? Fuck. Wow. Sorry, just a blue thunder bomb to the outside. The one thing that you need to do if you're going to do stuff like that, like advertise future matches, is literally you have to throw a swerve ball in there once in a while. A curveball, a swerve ball, whatever you want to call it. You do need to actually end up changing one of them eventually. Because to me, that's probably the biggest thing to happen here is if you're going to have that interaction, you might as well just oh, here we go. Throw it back of the ring. Because that's the one way you keep things legit, right? Because you make it swerve every once in a while. If you're always having the result come up based exactly how you're describing it ahead of time, it's going to weigh on people, and I don't blame you, Zodiac, for being exactly the way you are on that. Like, I think we all know that this ain't going to change because, well, they have the stipulation too far gone here right now that oh, here we go. Like, things are way too set up already. I don't think anybody else I don't think anybody can honestly believe that MJF is going to A, lose in New York, and B, not face Darby in New York. My God. I believe that's what Darby feels like right now after that friggin' power bomb. Like, that was classic Street Fighter 3 Alex powerbomb right there by Takeshita. Like, have you seen that from Street Fighter 3, like from Third Strike, when Alex goes up and he jumps over the head, just boom? Took it to Darby like he was his sister. If you read the Street Fighter lore, you know. I got the reference, Zodiac. Don't worry. I laughed. One of the few videos that I've actually vetoed off my own channel was the storyline playthrough with Alex, because I didn't get it at the time. Then as soon as it explained to me, I'm like, oh shit. Is he taking a shot at Brian Cage right there? Talk about gym power versus real power? Convulsing. If he was convulsing, he would not be in the ring at this point. With all due respect. Jesus! Bridging German? Holy... Like, we all expected, like, a release. But fuck, holding the bridge there. Like, that is... Oh, even Takeshi's got a busted face now. I will reserve the continue. No, Takeshi's going to drop it. No, he's got his wife's ring on. And this is where the beginning of the end of the Takeshi to the Callis family. Lost in the woods! Yeah, who needs a freaking ring when you got an arm like that? Now, here's the question. Did he lose the ring? Oh, here we go. This is where... Code Red out of nowhere. He has not used the Last Supper yet in this run. All right, well, there goes a coffin drop. Now they're both dead. Are we going to get 2 DQs in a night? So just re-say the count. He's not actually ending the count there. Is he gonna do a Falcon Arrow off the? Gonna do a Falcon Arrow on the stairs?
Standing on the steps, Darby struggling to pull himself upright.
Come on, Take, finish this.
Takeshita Darby firing down those knees to the head of Takeshita.
Oh no! Well, Takeshi's dead. Just got to get back in the ring now, though. Is he going for another coffin drop? Yep. And then a coffin drop from the top. All right. We'll go for a minute level of dun 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 dun.
Darby returns the challenger to the ring.
Nope, won't be enough. Telling Rebsberg to move. Oh, the knees! No way! They are selling this. He's biting his whole thumb off. There you go. Got to the ropes. All right. But look at... Darby literally releases and goes. All right. All right, I'll give it that. I'll give it that. Because they built it properly there, I will give it that. Give it the credit it deserves. And we still got an MJF promo to do yet.
In the opening moments of this match, I said that each victory has been more punishing, more costly than the last for Darby Allin.
Was Rebsberg trying to drown the drown the damn guy? Because all of a sudden you see the water going in, all of a sudden, bleh, bleh, bleh. Oh, Jesus. All right.
Darby Allin, he wants to make it official for Double or Nothing. He wants MJF's hair on the line.
Are we really bringing a table in for this? Fuck, do we really need it?
Championship.
We've had contract signings. I've never seen one after a match like this ever.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. I don't know if Darby's going to be able to even just sign a paper.
Crowd's overly excited to see MJF. Glad to see he got his ring back right away. No cockiness, no over braggadociousness. Just literally marching down to the ring. These guys are trying to sell it hard. Is he going to sign it or not?
And Darby, he knows in one fell swoop, at Double or Nothing, he could humiliate MJF in a way that no one else can.
This crowd is not helping the situation. Bald, 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 bald.
MJF so vain, so proud.
This is why I don't think we get Speedball next week.
Just over a week away from his greatest humiliation. Oh, he didn't waste time. He started. Of course. Look at this. A lot to think about.
All right, the show's overrun by 10 minutes already. Just fucking sign the thing. He's going to stab.
Let me explain something to you, Darby.
Fuck.
You look like you have rabies. Let me explain something to you. I'm happy for you. I am. I hope you've had fun holding my AEW World Championship. I really do. I really do.
You know what? It's been a blast. This whole title run's been a blast. But
Pardon me, I'm talking like the size of a man's penis from North Carolina small.
oh, so about 16 feet.
Small part of me that feels bad for you because
Dumb penis joke, of course.
hold this again. I mean, you've got about as good of a shot at holding this world title as Hangman Adam Page does again. Guys like you, Darby, you're a dime a dozen. Here today, gone tomorrow. Stuntmen who burn the candle at both ends.
Gee, I wonder where we heard that before.
Like all of you, you like to pretend that life is about making friends and
Unfortunately, I ran out of
your children.
dick jokes. Always fun, yes.
The thing that matters in this life is your legacy.
Cheap jokes are always, well, MJF specialty, right? Folks, just so you know, I ran out of snoozes here, so ads will be coming up in 2 minutes no matter what. MJF might still be talking by the end of the ad break, for all I know.
You haven't, bud. You haven't. They'll know deep down that you were just a little prick that got lucky. They'll know deep down you were too reckless and stupid to stay on top.
Uh-huh.
And after May 24th at Double or Nothing, in that shithole known as New York City, you know what my legacy's gonna be, Darby? I'm gonna go down as the guy who became a 3-time world champion at 30 years of age, unprecedented. I'm gonna go down
It's not unprecedented. Check out any indie promotion. They got tons of those.
of all time. Between me and you, Darby Allin brags about climbing a mountaintop. When it comes to professional wrestling, Maxwell Jacob Friedman is the mountaintop. He's stalling and he's not signed it. Just has
I love how Shivani's like, yeah, no, you still...
Only someone like you that is so vain thinks the number one thing in this life is legacy. I don't care about legacy. I care about living in the moment. In this very moment, I want you to sign this contract. Because at Double or Nothing, I'm going to mix Maxwell Jacob Friedman, a bald-headed bitch.
I love how Darby just doesn't even care what MJF says. Just sign the fucking contract. It's signed. Now he wants to start attacking. I'd go a little higher than that. Most of the matches have been fun. Give maybe 8, 8, 9, somewhere in there. And MJF walking out with the title, of course. Oh, he held it over the head. I don't know. I don't know. You know that trope, right? Never hold the title over your head? He's going to go bald. He's going to go over a pile driver. Yep. Here it goes. So I guess we're not going to get a title match next week? Call Kevin Hart. If Darby retains, it's got to be swerved it. Here's the thing. You could still change that title before you get there, right? Hey, Jules. We haven't got to BPW yet. We're still wrapping up Dynamite here. Show's just about to end here. Just having a little promo segment. AEW typically runs over 10 to 15 minutes. Oh. We got Divine Dominion on Saturday, so that's always a win. Bullshit, demand more of me. Well, you'll get more of you here in just a few minutes. But yeah, in terms of what you expect from the show, I can understand where you go 7 out of 10 there, Nats. I also think, personally, I would consider a little bit, I'd be more of an 8, 9, somewhere in there. They set up a bunch of matches for Double or Nothing. We got the Owen Hart brackets now, which will be a lot of fun setting up. As we getting 3 matches for the Owen at Double or Nothing, including Samoa Joe versus Will Ospreay. You can't tell me that isn't going to be a super exciting match up there. So, but yeah, all in all, like it's been great hanging out with everybody here tonight. It's been great chatting both on YouTube and on Twitch here. But for those on YouTube, we are going to be wrapping things up here as part of the AEW Dynamite Sidecast. We're going to be going exclusively on Twitch here in just a few moments with our Backbreaker Pro Wrestling Evolution, our Wednesday show. We got a big title matchup with Hoju and Walker Pipe Guy, 2 out of 3 falls for the BPW World title. But and we also have a 4-way to start out with some stipulations that I will explain when we get into the show. So, but for those, like I said, for those watching over on YouTube, hop over to Twitch so you can join us here at the same time. And but if you have to head out, we will see you back here on Saturday. Thank you for stopping by. We will see you here next time on the AEW Sidecast. Take care, everybody.